Your brain isn't slow, it's cluttered. It's trying to sprint through fog with no compass, no map, and noise in every direction. I'm Marcus Voss. Here you won't find hype, only structure. I've spent years studying what slows the mind and what sharpens it. And the truth is, speed doesn't come from pressure, it comes from clarity. Because mental sharpness isn't about thinking harder, it's about thinking clean. And in the next few minutes you'll see why your brain feels slow and how to make it fast again. Your brain doesn't slow down because it's tired, it slows down because it's overloaded. Every unfinished thought, every open loop, every hidden worry competes for the same mental bandwidth. And the result is this fog, not a lack of intelligence, but a lack of clarity. Trying to think clearly in that state is like running a marathon while carrying a backpack full of noise. You push harder, but the weight doesn't move. You analyze, overthink, and still can't see the path ahead, because your mind is processing clutter, not creation. This isn't laziness or distraction, it's the cost of mental overexposure. Too much input, too little structure. Every notification, every small decision, every piece of unfinished business steals a fraction of your focus until your thoughts stop flowing and start colliding. That's why your ideas don't come when you need them most, because your mental system is reacting, not reasoning. But that fog isn't permanent, it's structural. And the moment you understand what causes it, you can begin to rebuild your mental sharpness from the inside out. This internal slowdown has a very specific source, and understanding it changes everything. You keep telling yourself it's just a matter of trying harder, that if you could just push a little more, focus a little longer, your mind would finally clear up. But it doesn't. It spins, and you feel the weight of that, not as failure, but as frustration that cuts deep. And the truth is, this exhaustion you carry, it's real. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're operating in a system that was never designed to help you think clearly. You start the day with good intentions. You sit down, open a tab, then another. Then your phone lights up. Then you remember something you forgot. 5 minutes pass, you haven't started, the guilt sets in, and suddenly even small tasks feel overwhelming. Your mind wants clarity, but your environment gives it noise. And that creates a loop. You try to focus, get distracted, feel behind, lose motivation, scroll to escape, feel worse. What's happening isn't weakness. It's the result of overstimulation, mental clutter, and a total absence of cognitive rituals that anchor your focus. You've been reacting, not structuring, and no amount of effort can fix a system that's designed to drain you. Because when everything around you is built to fragment your attention, the only way to think faster is to think differently. This pattern isn't random. There's a reason your brain behaves this way, and when you understand it, the fog starts to lift. Your brain isn't sabotaging you, it's conserving energy, exactly as it was designed to do. That ancient wiring built for survival still runs your daily life, and it favors comfort, speed, and familiar shortcuts, even if those shortcuts lead to distraction, delay, and mental fog. Here's how it works. The limbic system, the brain's emotional command center, is constantly scanning for reward and relief. And every time you scroll, switch tabs, avoid discomfort, or delay a task, it reinforces a neural path that says, "This feels safer, let's stay here." This isn't weakness, it's biology. Think of your brain like a river. It always follows the path of least resistance. And right now, that path leads to old behaviors, because those trails are already carved deep. Trying to sharpen your thinking in this environment is like trying to build a fire in the rain. It's not that you're not trying hard enough, it's that the system around you is soaking your spark before it can ignite. But here's the power you forgot you had. Your brain is plastic, not fixed. With structure, repetition, and small environmental shifts, you can build new circuits. This is called neuroplasticity, and it doesn't require pressure, it requires pattern. You don't need more willpower. You need a system that teaches your brain how to think differently, under pressure, in noise, and with clarity. Now that you know how your brain reacts, let's give it something new to respond to. A gesture, small, symbolic, and powerful, that starts the rewiring. I call this ritual the Thought Keystone. It's not a productivity hack, it's a symbolic reset. A gentle gesture that says, here's where clarity begins again. It anchors your mind, reconnects your intention, and gives your brain a new cue. Not performance, but presence. This is your 24-hour challenge. It takes only minutes, but it carries weight. How to perform the Thought Keystone. Set the scene. Choose a quiet corner, your desk, a chair near a window, or a spot on the floor. Gently silence your phone. Close any open apps or tabs not essential. Sit upright, feet grounded, hands relaxed. Center with breath. Close your eyes. Inhale slowly for 4 counts, hold for 1, exhale for 6. Repeat twice more. With the exhale of the 3rd breath, open your eyes. Trace the keystone. Raise one index finger. Imagine drawing a small arch in the air, rising left, curving up, descending right, the shape of a keystone in architecture. As you draw it, feel your mind pause, shift, and reconnect to the present. Do this arch once, slow, deliberate, meaningful. Declare your kernel. In silence, ask, what is one thing I commit to think better on today? Let one word or short phrase come. Speak it softly or write it down in a corner of your workspace. Hold the space. Let your finger rest. Sit quietly for 15 seconds. Whenever you feel your mind drift later, repeat. Arch, kernel. Aim to do the ritual 3 times today. No pressure, just invitation. Why the Thought Keystone works? This is not arbitrary motion. Your brain craves cues, signals that say this is focus time. By pairing environment plus breath plus gesture plus singular intention, you give it a structured anchor. That anchor edges out default distraction paths. This is neuroplasticity in motion. Small cues repeated over time reshape neural pathways. You are not just doing an exercise, you are training your brain's next response. Each time the arch is traced, your mind begins to expect clarity over chaos. You build a bridge from impulse, intent. You begin to program clarity into your mental system. Begin now the identity shift. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Begin now. With this small gesture, you send a message. My mind is ready to think clean, not noisy. Your first thought keystone today becomes the cornerstone of your new mental architecture. When you are ready, we will layer this ritual into a system that supports faster thinking every day. You saw today that your slowness wasn't a flaw, it was noise. You felt how distraction isn't your fault, it's your system. You experienced a flicker of clarity that your mind can be quieted, cleaned, sharpened. You didn't stumble into this video by accident, and you didn't stay by mistake. To pause, to reflect, to do the ritual. These are not small acts, they are declarations. With each repetition, you're teaching your brain a new way of being. This is not knowledge you consume, it's a shift in how you see your mind. And if today cracked open your awareness, then the next step is to build a system that supports that shift, day after day. Attention! If in the last episode you saw noise as the thief of your clarity, today you glimpsed how you can actually redesign your mind's path, not through force, but with intention. Interest, Change My Mind is the bridge from insight to integration. It's not just content or techniques, it's a system built to embed clarity into your daily rhythm, so that thinking faster becomes natural, not forced. Desire. If your days feel like you are always catching up, ideas caught in hesitation, potential stuck behind distractions, Change My Mind offers a structure that fits real life. You don't have to overhaul everything tonight. You just begin to retrain your brain one signal at a time until momentum builds. Action. The link is in the description, available exclusively through this channel. Click now to join Change My Mind and start designing the mental system your life deserves. If this episode landed for you, share it with someone who feels fuzzy around their edges. And comment below, what is one thought block you most want to clear today? In our next episode, learn 10 times faster, applied neural techniques for deep acquisition. We'll uncover a hidden loop in your brain that quietly slows your growth. I'm Marcus Voss, specialist in focus, mental clarity, and cognitive structure. And your next chapter starts now.